like those. Please give it your best for Geert Doorlag.
Thank you very much for having me and talk to you about Alping, our vision on circularity and how we bring that into practice with collaborating with our partners. I'm Geert Doorlag and I work in Alping as a researcher. Alping rests the world because we believe a rested world is a better world with new energy and positive energy to take on new challenges and find new solutions. We rest the world by making beds that make you help you sleep better, but we also rest the world by minimizing our impact on the environment. Alping was founded in 1888 by Johannes Alping in Deventer. And the company is still owned by the Alping family, and they facilitate and challenge us on a sustainable and responsible strategy. This picture is called Earthrise. It was taken in 1968 by William Anders during the Apollo mission, the Apollo 8 mission. To me, this is a beautiful picture, but it also tells two stories. At one side, you see like the finite and the resources that we need to share together on this planet. But it also tells a story of how, with vision, ingenuity, and cooperation, we can achieve a lot of things together. If we translate that concept into our own business, we estimate that in Europe alone, some 40 million mattresses are discarded every year. Most of them are incinerated or even landfilled. And if you would put all these mattresses end to end, you could circle Earth twice. So that's a huge waste of raw materials and of course also has a very big impact on the environment. To us, that's not acceptable. And that's why we use the Ellen MacArthur Foundation butterfly model to move towards a circular business. We use this framework as a blueprint for our decision making. And to be completely clear on what our concept of a circular economy is, I use this picture. In the left, you see the classical linear business model in which products are produced and end up as waste. In the middle, you see the recycling economy in which materials are recycled into secondary application. In that way, waste is postponed but not prevented. We've aimed for the circular economy or for the circular model in which materials are reused and recycled at the same quality level over and over again. We started working on that in 2009, started to work with Cradle to Cradle and EPEA. So together with all the suppliers and all the materials that we use to make our products, we started doing an analysis on a very profound chemical level. So we try to differentiate on a cyclability, differentiating between downcycling and upcycling. But we also very cautiously looked at the material health because we think it's very important that in a circular economy you want to prevent harmful chemicals to persist and accumulate in your materials. Next to the more theoretical approach that I talked about analyzing the chemics, we also started our Alping take-back system. So in a very practical way, as of 2011, we provided the service to our consumers of taking back their old mattresses, together with our partner Retourmatras. We also learned quite a lot from them. For instance, that 25% of our customers will let us take back their old mattresses. That also says that 75% of the mattresses still remain with the customers or end up we don't know where. Another thing that we saw is that if you make a product that is made out of a lot of different materials and all glued together, it's very costly to disassemble and recycle them, and you can also not achieve the high-end quality recycling. merging these insights, so both theoretical but also very practical, ended up in us developing the circular mattress design concept together with our partner Niaga. Our circular mattress is glued together with a click-unclick adhesive with Niaga, which enables us to disassemble the mattress in a very quick and easy way. So that makes it more profitable for us to take back and disassemble. Next to that, we only use 2 different raw materials, steel wire springs and PET polyester textiles. These PET polyester textiles have very many different applications, which will make sure that we can make all the comfort that we need, but still be able to high-end recycle these materials into new mattresses again. But that's not the end of it. In the end, we also need our partners in the circular supply chain to make sure that all these materials are recycled. So we need to not only partner up with our suppliers, but also the suppliers of our suppliers. We can only be successful if we make sure that we're successful together. So we need to come away from a transactional relation where our profit is their loss or our loss is their profit, and really need to look at common profitability. So one of the examples is here that we, together with all the partners in the supply chain, were able to recycle the mattress into a new mattress again. Another important part, and as I already told, we only get back 25% of the mattresses, so we need to see and how can we develop our business model in taking back more mattresses. That's why we worked in this project called Products That Last. Different ways to achieve that. One of the things that we did already do in our product is that it comes with a circularity passport. It's a QR code. You can scan it. It will have instructions on which materials are in and how we would advise you to recycle that. Another thing that we tested is the sleep as a service model. So for €14.50 a month, you could benefit a circular mattress sleep as a service model. For our product specifically, we saw that consumers prefer to buy a mattress compared to leasing that. You can maybe imagine that. Another important thing here is that the depreciation of a mattress, as soon as someone else slept on that, like the value goes down very quick. It makes it very hard for financing and managing the risk in that business model. So actually, earlier this year, we discontinued this model. But next to that, and maybe also nice for us to see, is that working together with competitors can also help you organize economy of scale. And as of beginning of this year, we now have an extended producer responsibility together with our competitors, which will make sure that together with our competitors, we will take back and recycle 85% of the mattresses by 2028. That was my presentation. Thank you.
Geert, Doorlag, everyone. Thank you so much. That was quite an intriguing end, because there you work with competitors.
Yes.
And that's, of course, crucial, I think, for a new way of looking at the economy. Is it difficult to set up circular cooperation with what you, I think, in the past would have seen as competitors, and you use the word?
Of course, it's very difficult. But in the end, I'm happy that we came up with this solution. We might have been aiming for higher ambitions or other ways, but I think it's very good for us to find this economy of scale together with our partners. We also benefit from that. So compared to doing it on our own, now we have all our competitors on board. I was very inspired by the last talk, and a lot of things came into mind at that moment for me.
Yeah. It's a very interesting thing, I think, to talk about, but surely there's a question here in the audience as well. I see some waving right at the back. I'm afraid We're going to only have time for one. Yeah, go right ahead. You don't have to run, but I love that you're doing it.
Keep things moving. Good morning, Troy Noctegal, Amsterdam University of Applied Sciences and TUE. I think it's really interesting that you're putting the QR codes there and you're trying to track that data. But how long does the average person own that mattress? And if I think about the ones that I own, you know, how do you keep that data over that amount of time and keep it relevant?
Because you mean you use your mattress for a long time, right?
Right.
I mean, 10 years, are we thinking? Longer, at least? Yeah, more. Yeah.
And so how does that data exist 15 to 20 years from now?
Now, to be honest, now it is a referral to a landing page which has information that is relevant today. I think compared to what Arend told is that we have not such a close connection with our customers. We have a retail funnel that we work with, but also, as you say, well, every now and then, 10 years on average, we see people buying a new mattress. So this is actually a topic that we need to develop further, but I think it starts with adding this information and trying to find the connection. As of yet, there's not much data for us to come up with concrete answers to you right now, but this is going to be the thing that we're working on for the coming years.
Yeah, because surely this is something you need to think about and work out right now if you're going to be gathering and sending out mattresses with QR codes. What are they going to do in 15 years?
That's what we see. They're not only like circular mattresses, but they're also very comfortable, so they stay in the market quite a lot. We get some back. We have a omruilgarantie, we call that. It's, if you're not satisfied, you can turn it around for a new mattress. These are coming back, and we're now managing to do recycling and dismantling of these mattresses. So there's low numbers, and in that case, like the QR code helps us for the mattresses to come back. But it's pilot scale. It's not full scale yet. No.
Awesome. Happy to hear it.
So this is not something that is already a big part of what you're doing right now?
We've introduced the circular mattress some 3 years ago, so it would not be very good if we get them back by masses. Luckily,
no, surely, but you need to be ready for it. That's the question, like in 15 years, yeah.
So, and opposed to like having 10 years waiting on the mattresses to come back, it also gives us 10 years to be fully prepared in that time, yeah.
You can sleep on it a little bit.
I'm not worried.
No, you're not worried. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Geert Doorlag, everyone. Thank you.